Sharon, can you share your perspective on the RH bill, being a mother of 8?
Well, when this became a big issue, personally as a mother, I'm already foreseeing really that my first problem with this bill with regard to the sex education in schools, because being a mother, a parent, my husband and I believe that parenting is a vocation, and we take it very seriously, and therefore we have also taken it upon ourselves to talk to our children about sexuality, where babies come from. And I absolutely am against the idea that somebody else will take on that role of talking to my children about sex, because I believe that I should be the best, my husband and I are the best people to talk to them about that, because they see in us the context, that when we talk to them, it is in the context of marriage. And frankly, I'm not convinced that when this will be taken up in schools, it will be taken up in that same context. Secondly, our children, obviously because they're different ages, have different maturity levels. And so when we talk to them about it, we do it one at a time. And when we feel or we deem that that child is ready to absorb what we need to tell them. And when we tell it to them, depending on their age, we tell it to them in a manner that we know in that age of theirs they can understand. Now, how is that going to be executed in the schools? When you have a class of 40 plus students, even if they're all in grade 5, let's face it, an 11-year-old grade 5 student, one from the other, will not have the same maturity level. Any mother knows that, any educator would know that. How will you address that? You cannot talk to them in the same language, in the same way, in a classroom atmosphere, and especially when you have co-ed schools. How do you deal with the boys and the girls? So these are all the aspects of that issue that I am personally very concerned about, and frankly, I would not want my child to be exposed to that kind of environment. Last thing, it took my husband and I all of 15 minutes, 20 minutes to talk to each child about the topic, and that was it. And they were happy with that, and there was no need for them to have to know anything more, nor did they have the curiosity to ask anything more about it. And yet in the schools, it will be taken up from grade 5 to 4th year. What do they need that many years of sex education for?